channel. I hope you enjoy this yoga workout. I'm going to take it right back to basics today, so suitable for beginners and experienced yogis alike. There'll be lots of explanation, so if you just want to get on with the flow, please feel free to turn me down and just do the moves. Otherwise, I'm going to try and explain my way through all of the things that we're doing and why we're doing them. So let's begin in a seated position of your choosing. You don't have to sit cross-legged just because that's what I'm doing. Sit where you're comfortable. Look for comfort. We call comfort sukha. Sukha is ease, comfort. We're looking for that here, and if you're sitting here in pain, then that's not going to be right for you. So just find yourself a position. Maybe you want to stretch your legs out, maybe you wish to kneel. Find the straightness in your spine, stacking up your chakras. Allow them to rise from the earth to the sky. Just let your chin be virtually parallel to the floor, crown of your head in line with the sky. Let's take a nice big breath in. Gather the vibrations around us, draw them into our heart, and gently bow the head. Take a breath. Just let your cares and worries go just for the next few moments. Be at one with your breath, with your body, with the energy, the earth, the air. Take another nice big breath in. And as you exhale, reach out towards the right side. Keep the left hip down. So for those of you that are wondering why I'm saying right side and I'm going left, it's because I'm mirroring you. So it's as though you're sitting looking in a mirror. So I'll try and work this way so that we can go to the same side. So reaching through, letting everything open. And then cup your head with your hand and just look up past the elbow. Feel that stretch. And then turn and look down to the ground. Bring your hands onto the earth. Maybe you can touch the ground. Maybe you need to stay up here at the moment. Wherever your region is, just enjoy that. Explore your body. You don't all have to be doing the same things. Just looking for a little bit of a releasing twist. Let that come wherever it wishes to. And then release. Take another big breath in. And reach out this time towards the left. Keeping that right hip grounded. Don't roll to the side. Keep your sitting bones on the floor. Just work through the spine. And then cup your head with your hand and reach and look up past the elbow. Feeling that chest open. Turn and look to your left hand as you bring down the right hand. Or as I say, onto the knee, wherever feels good for you. Allow yourself to come back to center. Take a nice big breath in. Draw the energy down. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just move from the hips, keeping your spine straight. Maybe your elbows will touch your knees, maybe they won't. Maybe they will in the future, and maybe they never will, and it really does not matter. Maybe bring your hands onto the ground. Maybe you can bring your elbows down. Maybe you can bring your forehead down, wherever feels good to you. And exhaling, release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades, your scapula together. Open your chest. Lift the head, open the throat, but don't drop the head back. So we're not bouncing around on our neck. Just in control. Looking up. Very good for this time of life, I guess. We do a lot of things where we're looking down, where we're contracted, maybe cooking, gardening, using phones or computers, reading a book. We're in this position. So by just opening out and just countering that with this beautiful openness of the chest, squeeze of the back, just allowing ourselves to find that beautiful equilibrium in our bodies again. Let's move over onto all fours. We're going to move into cat and cow. So we're just moving through the spine, dipping it down, sticking the butt away, and then lifting the spine up, tucking the tailbone under, dropping the head down, looking between the knees. Thinking about your hands, spread your hands as wide as you feel able to. Feel the pads of your fingers and the heels of your hands gripping the floor. Try and have your toes pointing away from you. If your ankles are really tight and you're like this, that's fine. Just try not to curl your toes under. Let's stretch out through. Lifting up into cat arch and lowering down into cow. Beautiful. Close your eyes, and with your breath, find your rhythm. Just dipping and lifting to the rhythm of your own body. Do this another couple of times. Beautiful. Excellent. Find flat back, so come to somewhere in the middle. And send your sitting bones down towards your heels. If you have knee issues at all and you can't go too low, that's absolutely fine. Reach the arms out. If your head reaches the floor, that's fabulous. If you're a little bit up in the air like this and you're not quite there yet, bring your hands underneath your forehead and just support your head. This will help your tailbone come down. Just sitting back on those heels, allowing yourself to just let go. Balasana, pose of a child. Just release that. You can release the hands back alongside the feet. This does put a little bit of weight through the head and neck, so if this is not for you, please feel free to skip this. And just breathe. And then when you're ready, make your way back up onto all fours. Find those beautiful spread fingers. Find the kneeling position. Lift up into cat arch. Now we are going to tuck our toes under. We're going to just sit back onto those feet, stretching out these plantar fascia parts of our feet here. Just letting them stretch out. Really feeling the length and the instep of the foot. And then bring your weight back to center. And start to rise, pushing the ground away. Lift your knees off and just try this a couple of times. Can be really strong through the arms. If you struggle with your upper body strength, just working your way up. We're coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, our downward face dog. Lift up, push the sitting bones towards the sky. Aim your chest towards your thighs. Heels go towards the ground. Just making this beautiful V shape with our body, pressing through. And just pedal out the heels nice and slowly. Feeling that lengthening through Achilles, soleus, gastroc, those really lovely muscles in the back of the bottom of the leg. You might feel it into your gluteals and your hamstrings, maybe in the shoulders. And the muscles of the back, the lats and the rhomboids. Let's just walk our feet to flat. However close it is, if you can get your feet flat. And then just walk your hands in and hang out here. Try and turn your head down, let it completely relax. Let your head go. Yes, no nods of the head, really loose. Body hanging down, arms hanging down. If your hands do happen to touch the floor, feel free to take hold of your elbows and just draw yourself down like a rag doll. Feel Feel the spine cascading forwards, creating space, your belly resting upon your thighs. This is Uttanasana, our forward fold. Take a breath and slowly climb and rise to your full height. Grab the energy around you and draw it into your heart. And release. We're going to make our way up to the top of our mat, wandering here, and standing in Tadasana, standing mountain pose. And again, a posture that we tend to just drop into without much thought sometimes. Tadasana, feeling the feet on the ground, equal weight between toes and heels. Pulling up through the legs, but not snapping the knees back so much that the legs are rigid. So a nice softness. That word again from the beginning, sukha. Finding that softness, that ease. Each pose should have a sukha and a sthira. Sthira is purpose. We are purposeful, but we are soft. Pulling up through the body, those chakras aligned, shoulders back and down, arms just flowing from the shoulders. And the head again, chin parallel to the ground, crown parallel to the sky. Tadasana. Extend this, lift up, little tiny back bend, and then flow forwards and down. Back into that Uttanasana. Lift your body halfway between so that your back is flat, tabletop position. Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold, tabletop. Pushing the sitting bones backwards, pulling the crown forwards, looking for this beautiful, long, straight back. As you exhale, fold forwards once more. Take a step back with your right leg, just as far back as you feel able to go. Don't go too far. And then bring the knee to the ground, release the toe, and step back with the other leg coming into that 4-point kneeling once more. Let's undulate the spine down and up like we already did, cat and cow, Marjariyasana, Pithilasana. And then tucking the spine up, send the sitting bones back into that pose of a child, into Balasana. Draw your body through, coming all the way down. Now you might not be able to make this without adjustments, and that's fine. Think about the posture, not necessarily the journey to the posture, but the posture itself. We're coming into this Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. The pubis and the belly resting on the floor, but trying to lift the rib cage away. Little back bend. If it's too strong for you, send the elbows forwards so you come down onto the belly more, the rib cage. So you're not putting undue pressure through your back. If you like a little bit more, stay here in Sphinx. Again, toes pointing away from you, legs long. Purposeful, sthira, but comfort, sukha. As you exhale, lower your body down to the ground and push yourself back and through into pose of a child. Climb and rise into down dog. And we're going to just walk those feet back in. This time seeing if we can make our way up to the top of our mat, hanging out here in Uttanasana. Stack the vertebra, draw up as if you're pulling a sheet out of a laundry basket, and you're going to hang it up on the line. Bring the energy in and down and release. Tall mountain pose, Tadasana. Extend and fold. Exhale, halfway lift. Inhale, exhale, step this time as far as you feel able. And then bring the knee to the earth, release the toes and step back with the right. Undulate your spine, cat-cow. And when you next come into cat, send the sitting bones back. So if you're able to, drag your body along the floor, really graze your body down as you pull through. Slide the arms in, lift up into back bend, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, release. Slide the hands back, slide the bum back to the heels. And as you exhale, rise into your downward facing dog. Gently walk the feet up to the hands. And climb and rise through your spine. Drawing the energy in and down. Make your way to the center back of your mat and just step forwards. We'll step forwards with the left leg and we'll bend that knee and we'll rise the arms into warrior one. All of the body, the chest, the hips, the head, they're all facing forwards. Hold this posture here. Take a breath. And as you exhale, draw the hands into your heart. Bring your hands onto your hips and turn the hips to face out to the side as you step backwards with the back leg. Looking for the front knee to be over the ankle. Don't let it push forwards so the heel becomes light, and try not to have it pulled back. So if you need to widen your stance, it's always a good idea to widen from the back foot rather than the front foot, because once you've got that knee alignment, we don't want to be interfering with that. And the hands are on the hips. We're now facing the side of our mat. Raise the arms, looking out over that front hand, looking for the arms to be as even as they feel possible to become, and just reaching through. Virabhadrasana Dway, warrior two. Take a breath, release the arms, straighten that front leg, lift the arms back up, slide your body forward. So I'm not dropping down through my hands. I'm reaching forwards and then I'm going to turn over into Trikonasana. Arms straight up and down, body facing to the side. Take a breath, lower this arm, bend this knee. See if you can bring the hands to the floor and walk yourself around to the long side of your mat. Turn the feet so that they're both facing forwards and the blades of the feet are in line with the sides of the mat. Maybe you can reach the floor with your hands. If you can't, then place your hands on your thighs and look to push the bottom away. This is what it looks like from the side. We're bending through, softness in the knees, just reaching forwards. Prasarita. If you can bring the hands onto the floor, lengthen through the spine, and then bend your knees, climb up onto the thighs, roll up through your spine, and you can step your feet together, maybe giving those legs a little shake out. We're going to turn the other way. We're stepping out with the right foot and we're reaching into that warrior one. Lengthen through, lifting up. Breathing here. Bring the energy into your heart. Hands on hips as everything turns and we step back into warrior two. Raise the arms. Try not to lean your body too far forwards. Of course, if you're a bit tight and that feels good for you, over time you might get your body more vertical. Just do what's right for you. Release the arms, straighten the legs, and then reach away and lean forwards. When you're at your fullest extension, roll over into Trikonasana, triangle pose. And release. Bring the feet to face forwards. Hands onto the ground. Maybe you can walk those feet away. Maybe you can lower your head to the earth. Maybe you can't, and it really doesn't matter. Bring your feet in, climb up onto the thighs and roll up, stepping the feet together. Take a breath and pull the energy in and release. So I'm going to run the salutation, slight variations, and we're going to add in those 3 postures, warrior 1, warrior 2 and triangle. So come up to the top of your mat with me and find Tadasana. Breathe in. Flow forwards through swan dive into that Uttanasana. Rise into Ardha Uttanasana. And release. Step back with your right foot and bring the knee onto the ground, release the toes. Step back through the left into your 4-point kneeling. Cat and cow through the back. Now rise to the spine, sitting bones towards the heels. See if you can drag yourself low to the ground. Coming through into your Sphinx pose. Lift your heart. Breath. And release. Hands beside you. Pop your bum back onto your heels. And lift your body up into downward face dog. Take a leap of faith with me here and lift your right leg off the floor. Okay? And we're going to step it up into the middle of the mat, not between the hands. Don't need to go that far. Bring the back foot onto the floor and climb and rise, lifting into warrior 1. Draw the energy down, hands on the hips, step the back foot away and reach out into warrior 2. Lower the arms as you straighten the leg. And lift once more and reach through into Trikonasana. Beautiful big lift through. Take a breath. Bring that hand down to the floor. Pivot on the back toe and see if you can spring forwards and climb and rise. Draw the energy into your heart. And let it go. If you've wandered a little way away from the top of your mat, take a step. Breath in. And fold forwards. Exhale. All the air out. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Step back through the left leg. And bring the knee onto the earth. And then flat palms, bring that leg through. Undulate your spine, squeeze and lift. And squeeze and lift. Sitting bones down, reach out into child and then draw your body through, lifting into Sphinx pose. Release your body back to the earth. Bottom comes up and over and into your child. Rise into downward facing dog. 3-legged dog. Left leg rising. Stepping a little way in, not all the way, and bring the back foot maybe a little way in. Rising up into warrior 1. Relax the shoulders, look up. Draw the energy into your heart Place your hands on your forward-facing hips, and as you step back, turn to the side, raise the arms, look forwards. Drop the hands as you straighten the legs, and then rise once more, reaching through and coming in to triangle pose. Top hand floats down, bend the knee, pivot on the back toe, step in, climb and rise, gather, draw down, and release that energy out into the world. Take a breath, breathe in, fold forwards, lift halfway, and release. You can spring if you're feeling energetic, or you can step back and then roll onto your knees. Release your toes and sit your body up into kneeling if you have good knees, and to whatever feels good if you don't. Take a breath. Draw the energy in and down and release. Move onto your bottom. Bring yourself into a sitting position of your choosing. Hands are coming into Chin Mudra, Gyan Mudra. The thumbs, which represent ourselves, and the index fingers, which are representative of the universe, join together, just touching the tips. Let the fingers fall away. Nice straight spine. Relax your shoulders, head held high. Close your eyes and just observe your body. How does your body feel right now? Ask yourself, how am I feeling? It's a salutation we give to everybody that we greet. How are you? Well, now ask yourself, how am I? And be honest with yourself. There's areas that feel a little bit jaded or in pain. Acknowledge that. There are areas that feel smashing and super and great. Celebrate that. We are alive, and that in itself is a miracle. Above the head, all of those fabulous vibrations you've created, gather them up and draw them to live in your heart center. Bow your head down. Send thanks to your body for this work here today. Release and let go. Hari Om. Tat Sat. Namaste. May you have a joyous, peaceful day. Thank you for sharing your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to give feedback through the channel. Share it with everybody else. Let's get this up and running bigger than ever before. My deepest gratitude to you. Keep smiling.